Hello everyone, this is Shilpa B, Assistant Professor of Department of ISC, Canara Engineering College. So I'm going to teach you file structure concept. So here today let us go for estimating capacities and space needs. So how in the previous slide we have already seen what exactly the organization of disk is. So let us see how we can calculate the capacities and space needs. Okay, so before that let us go for the sector, what exactly the sector is, what exactly the cluster is, track, cylinder, etc. Okay, so if you see this diagram you can understand what is sector. Okay, so every plater, this is a disk plater, so all the plater will carry a track, right? This is called as track, we know that. See here in this diagram tells you what exactly track is. So the track is divided into smaller sectors. This is called as a sector. The part of the track we can call it as a sector. Okay, so smallest part of track we are calling it as sector. So if you club the two sector or three sector together, we form a cluster. So if you have two or three sectors together forming a cluster. Okay, so two or three tracks together we can call it as a cylinder. You can understand the cylinder concept over here properly. One above the other, if you have so many tracks, then we can call it as a cylinder. Okay, so track, the group sector is the smallest part of your the plater, and combining two or three sectors, that will give you a cluster. Combining the clusters together, we can form a track. Okay, combining tracks together, we can form a cylinder. So in a typical disk, each plater is having two surfaces, right? We have already seen the organization, there we have understood this. We have two surfaces for one single plater. So here if you consider, there are four platers, so we have 8 different surfaces, right? So what exactly how many number of tracks in the cylinder, we can find out it by multiplying it by 2. That means here 8 tracks are there for 4 plater. See, one track is in this. In this you can see one track. In the same way, below this you have one more track, because this is the first plater you have. For the first plater you have two surfaces, one above and one below. So there are two tracks now. Once again, this is the second plater. So in the second plater you have two surfaces, one above and one below. Third plater you have two surfaces, one above and below. And the fourth plater also you have two surfaces, one above and below. So there are total of 8 tracks for 4 platers. So I can tell the number of cylinders is nothing but number of tracks on the single surface. So how many number of cylinder is there? There is only one number of cylinder, right? So number of cylinder is nothing but number of tracks on a single surface. Here only one track is there, one cylinder is there, right? So one track is there in the sense only in one surface only one track is there. In the same way, in this surface, if you have one more track, same way you will be having so many number of tracks, isn't it? But how many cylinders will be there? 2 cylinders, because only 2 tracks are there in one single surface, isn't it? So that is how we can write the number of cylinder is nothing but number of tracks on the single surface. So as we know, cylinder contains group of tracks, track contains group of sectors, sector contains group of bytes, isn't it? So how can I find out track capacity? That can be found by multiplying number of sectors per track into bytes per sector. How many bytes are there in the sector, that is multiplied by number of sector, that will give you the track capacity. How can you get the cylinder capacity? cylinder is formed of tracks, isn't it? So number of tracks per cylinder into track capacity, that is going to give you cylinder capacity. How can you get the drive capacity? Drive capacity, the whole drive capacity can be found by using number of cylinders multiplied by cylinder capacity, that is going to give you drive capacity. So these three are very important in order to find the capacity of the drive. Okay. Let us go for an example problem. Suppose we want to store a file with the 50,000 fixed length data record on typical 2.1 gigabyte small computer disk with following characteristics. So the number of bytes per sector 512, number of sectors per track 63, and number of tracks per cylinder 1616, number of cylinders 4092. Okay, so assume that there will be 2 records per sector. How many cylinders are needed? We want to find out what is the number of cylinders are needed in order to store this particular data record. So they had given there will be 2 records per sector. Okay, so the number of records per track is nothing but 2 into number of sectors per track, isn't it? There are 2 records per sector, so number of records you can calculate it by multiplying 2 with the number of sectors per track. So you will be getting 126 records. So given that number of tracks per cylinder is 16. So how many number of records you have per cylinder? So that can be done by multiplying this into 126 records. You have already got 126 records multiplied by this 16, you will get the number of records per cylinder. Okay, finally we can find out the number of cylinders by file can store 50,000 fixed length data record, that is already given. So how many number of cylinders are needed? 50,000 for 50,000 fixed length data record, we need how many cylinders? How can you calculate that? Divided by the number of records per cylinder, that is 2016, you will get 24.8 cylinder, approximately 25 cylinders are needed. So this is about the problem.